Bonjour everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well wherever you are in the world. I was traveling last week. I was in the Pacific Northwest to visit some clients, and while I was away I received a couple of boxes as you can see here. So for today's video I thought we could unbox them all together. It's kind of like a pre-spring haul. But before we are doing so, and if this is the first time you are watching one of my videos, welcome. My name is Nicolas, I'm a French in California, and I've created this channel to mainly talk about fashion, luxury finds or vintage stuff. So if this is something that you and I have in common, please do not hesitate to subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so I would love if you can join this community, and that way also we can become internet friends. Okay, so the first item I want to show you was actually sitting in my closet for a couple of months because that was my Christmas gift from my partner. And as you can tell, this is coming from the brand Lucchese, which if you are American, you probably know what's in it. And like I mentioned in my wish list video, I really wanted to add some beautiful cowboy boots in my wardrobe for 2026. So we immediately started to look at Lucchese, which are one of the most famous bootmaker in the US. And I got from my partner then, because again, there was this gift for Christmas, those beautiful 10 ones that are called the Devin. If you were like me and you didn't know Lucchese before, they are a bootmaker based in Texas, and I believe they have been established in the late 1800s. Also, to be completely transparent with you, I thought it would make so much more sense to get a pair of cowboy boots by a company that are making those boots in the US, and also to buy those boots from a company that values craftsmanship and heritage. So Lucchese have an amazing and huge selection of cowboy boots on their website, but really right away I was drawn to the Devin. And what was appealing to me about those particular models were obviously the 10 color to start with. I'm not gonna lie, I mean this brown 10 color is just perfection to me. That's exactly the shade I wanted to get for my cowboy boots. FYI, they are also existing in black and in dark brown if I'm not mistaken, but honestly this 10 color, it's where it's at for me. I absolutely love it. It's not too, I guess, casual but not too formal either, so it's very versatile to me. And talking about versatility as well, it was important to me that the toe of the boots were kind of like in between a very pointy toe and a square shaped toe, and those one are like just perfection. They remind me about the classic Chelsea boots. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that about the cowboy boots, but you know what I mean. They are very versatile. I was afraid at first that getting some cowboy boots for my style and my closet, for my wardrobe, was gonna appear a bit too costumey at first, so it was really important for me to find one that were kind of versatile. I also love the fact that the heel is not too high, because you definitely have some cowboy boots with like I would say a higher heel, and I really wanted to have some boots with not too high heel, because otherwise it will have looked a bit, I think, out of place for me. And also I want to use them on a day-to-day basis. I want to be able to style them with different outfits, to go out with them, to walk with them all day. So with a higher heel, I think they would have been a bit more uncomfortable to me, at least. I've worn them already a couple of times and they are honestly very comfortable. They fit true to size, I believe, if I remember well. Those one are 9.5, so actually I size half a size up for those one, and they are just perfect like that. So I also love the details that you have in the front and on the sides of the boots. I love this like yellow contrast stitching. I think it goes perfectly with the 10 of the boot. Yeah, I'm very pleased with them. And the side story, but my partner's family spent a lot of time in Texas because my father-in-law was in the oil and gas business, and they all have some Lucchese boots in their wardrobe. So I feel very, I guess, pleased and grateful to be part of the clan now. They were super excited when they learned that Ryan was offering me those ones for Christmas. So I don't know, it's just like a fun thing to have in common with them, and we yet have to wear them all together. I don't know, for like a dinner or just to have fun. So yeah, I can't wait to be able to use them more and more and to create more looks with them, and I will definitely show that to you. Okay, second item I want to unbox with you are also shoes, but that comes from Europe this time. What's happening? Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Oui, ma chérie. What's happening? What's happening? Do you want to see some unboxing too? Okay, we have a special guest and I don't think I'm giving her enough attention this morning, so she's all in my business and she's currently licking my feet. That way you know everything about what's happening here. So the brand Aurélien, which is a beautiful French name by the way, kindly contacting me to ask me if I wanted to receive their Yacht loafers, and I immediately say yes. First of all, the packaging is stunning, as you can see. I love the shades, I love the color they have used for their boxes, and it's I would say a very pleasant experience to discover the loafers. They come with their own travel bag, as you can see here. This little pouch. They are coming well wrapped. It's a beautiful wrapping paper. And the one I picked among their huge selection, let me tell you that if you look at their website, you will be very impressed about all of the different colors that they are offering. For sure, you're gonna find one that you love. But the one that were really calling my name were those light blue Yacht loafers, just because I was picturing them in a beautiful spring or summer day wearing like either, you know, like a white short or white jeans with either a marinière or a long sleeve shirt in, you know, blue and white, just to stay in the same color family, I will say. I love also this suede material. It's called their softy suede. I will talk about that a bit later. But with this particular shade of blue, I think it's just perfection. The one I really liked also were those pistache or pistachio, this like beautiful green. I was kind of debating about those one as well, but I feel like those blue looked a bit more like summer and a bit more like nautical, I guess. So that's really the vibe I was going for. And so in case you don't know Aurélien yet, they are a smart luxury European company that was founded in 2015, so more than 10 years ago now. And they are all about timeless and understated design, but mixed with artisanal craftsmanship. And indeed, those Yacht loafers are using their softy suede, which originated from French calves that were then naturally tanned and treated in Italy. And you can really tell that quality is important for Aurélien just by the details of the loafers, but also by the quality of the suede. And honestly, another advantage is pricing, because those ones only cost a fraction of what the very famous luxury company will charge for a similar pair of loafers. So if you're looking for this type of loafers, but you don't want to break the bank and you don't want also to compromise on quality and craftsmanship, I will totally recommend you to look at what Aurélien has to offer, because those ones are some pretty solid options. Oh, and I believe they are fitting through to size. Yes, those ones are a 43 and I'm generally a 43 in France. So that's a reference of the shoes in case you're looking for the same one. Don't hesitate to order them in your size, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna fit you very well that way. I can't wait to style them and to show you the looks I will create with them. Okay guys, last package, and I'm very excited about this one because this is a bag, and if you know me, you know that I love collecting bags and I love to talk about them with you. And if you have watched my 2026 luxury wish list, you know that I'm after some very specific bags for this year. So let's see what's in this box. So this box is from eBay, and without further ado, let me show you what I got recently. So you have the dust bag, like always. He went through the eBay authentication program, so just for the peace of mind, that's why also I probably have the dust bag with it. And let me show you my new Balenciaga City Bag in this beautiful chèvre leather, which I didn't have before, in this stunning olive green. And this bag is from 2005, which is then vintage. And as you guys might know, I already have a couple of Balenciaga bags from the Nicolas Ghesquière era. I have a worker bag in brown and a weekender bag in black. So I feel like a city bag in olive green was a perfect addition to this small Balenciaga collection. I love the fact that it's from the Nicolas Ghesquière era. Once again, I love the fact that it's in chèvre leather, because the other one are in different materials. So I feel like this is bringing something a bit unique to my collection. And if, again, you have watched my 2026 luxury wish list, you know that I'm going back to Coachella this year. And I feel like this will be the perfect bag to bring to this festival. I just have to find a way to, I guess, make the strap a bit longer longer because right now it looks a bit short on my shoulder, but I feel like that's gonna be pretty easy to do. I mean, you just have to add like a couple of rings, I guess, here and there. Yeah, that will make the bag go maybe not crossbody, but at least a bit longer on my shoulder. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm just so grateful that I found it. I initially wanted to find one in pony hair because first of all, I'm very attracted to pony hair this year. I think I'm a bit bored about plain looking bag, if that makes sense. I think it's time for me to add something a bit more diverse in my bag collection, if that makes sense. And I feel like a city bag vintage in pony hair would have been great for that, especially for Coachella once again. It was pretty hard to find on the pre-love market. I found one that was in this beautiful white pony hair with kind of like light brown / beige leather details on it. I bought it and it was less expensive than this one, but unfortunately it got refused at the eBay authentication service. So that's a good reminder and a good thing, I think, for me to share, that please always do that when you are buying through eBay, because the bag looked very, very real, and for some reason they decided that it was not passing the authentication process. So it's just a good reminder also that everything happened for a reason. If the other one have not been cancelled, I would have never buy this one, and honestly I like this one better. So I paid a bit extra for this one, I have to say. I feel like a good deal for those kind of bags today will be around $1,000. I will say in good condition. This one cost me a bit more than $1,500, so it's definitely way more that I wanted to put for this bag. But I also know that I really wanted something, yeah, again, vintage in great condition, a bit different than what I already have in my wardrobe. And when I saw this olive green, I was like, okay, that's a no-brainer. I've never seen this shade on a Balenciaga bag before, let alone it's from 2005, it's in shape. Someone's gonna buy it in the coming days for sure, so you have to do it first. I know I'm gonna be able to use it in multiple occasions, so I'm not too worried about that. A good thing about this bag too is it is still fitting my laptop, which is great, so that way I can, you know, use it for work. I was kind of worried about that because I know that my work bag is just perfect for work, but I was worried that the city bag would have been a bit too small for me. Yeah, I'm just very glad I found it. I'm super happy about it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you are interested about the video really tackling the differences, I guess, in between the city bag, the work bag, and the weekender. I don't think I've seen one like that in YouTube, so maybe that's something you are looking for. Let me know if this is something that is interesting for you. I would be happy to compare those three bags now that I own the three of those. What else I wanted to tell you about this bag? Yeah, I think I forgot to mention that it is in perfect condition. Obviously, it has all of its tassels, and I'm very impressed about, I guess, the condition of the tassel specifically, because you will see a lot of city bags or a lot of work bags that, have a lot of damage, especially on the tassel. Those one looks almost brand new. So for a bag that is 21 years old, I'm very impressed about it. The paint is honestly perfect. There is no scratch. The hardware looks great as well. Obviously, it came with its mirror. It was very important for me to have the complete set in terms of like the bag. I don't need the dust bag or the box, but I want the bag to have all of the tassel, all of the hardware, all of the mirror as well. So the mirror was there, and the plaque looks great. It has a letter Z, which means this bag is from 2005. This bag has no fit compared to the weekender and the work bag, so that's a minus. But again, let me know if you want to see a complete review about those. I will be happy to do it. Obviously, a big pro of this bag compared to the other one is the strap, which again is a bit short for me, but I'm gonna find a way to make it a bit longer and more appropriate for my frame, I guess. Yeah, so I think that's probably everything I wanted to share with you about this bag and about these pieces that I just unboxed. Again, let me know in the comment section down below if you have any question about anything. I love chatting with you there. Hopefully you are doing well wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you guys, and take care.